Heavens, just look at them. A veritable ballet of mechanical incompetence without a semblance of anything in the way of intelligence. Welcome, my dear viewers, to a vital public service announcement. An incisive, albeit entirely unscientific, exploration of the modern-day motoring moron. Now, before we descend into this fascinating abyss, let us define our quarry. The dumb driver, the automotive arsehole, the motoring moron. They view the road not so much as something to share, but as their own personal fiefdom. Traffic laws as quaint suggestions, and other road users as mere obstacles in the way of wherever they're trying to go, usually something pointless. But they have to get there before anyone else does. We are, however, leaving out the entire category of bikers and cyclists. Today, it's just drivers, not riders. Though due to their terrorizing behavior on the roads, they certainly have carved out their own little circle in motoring hell. And so let us begin our forensic examination with the German brands. Some consider to be at the pinnacle of automotive engineering, while others consider it to be the apex of feckless bourgeois snobbery. The Mercedes, the Audi, and of course the BMW. In the hands of our snobbish dingleberry, they transform into instruments of pure, unadulterated territorial aggression. They weave through traffic like a caffeinated ferret, without so much as a by your leave, let alone indicating. The owners, I suspect, purchased these cars not for their comfort or performance, but purely for the opportunity to intimidate lesser mortals, and of course to show off how successful and sophisticated they are. It's a sort of automotive peacocking, only with less dignity and a much higher carbon footprint. And so they roam the roads, lacking both indicators and awareness that they aren't the main character in whatever version of GTA is running in their feeble little minds.
I don't think I'm flying in the face of popular opinion when I say that German premium brand drivers are held in some contempt by their fellow road users.
And now we have the Tesla, a car named after a man obsessed with death rays and pigeons, and built in a factory owned by the world's richest drug addict. You can tell by looking at the Tesla how aerodynamic it is. Not so much like a drop of water, but more like a suppository. Oh, the drivers say it's so quiet. Yes, and thus you should be able to hear the screams of the pedestrians you've just flattened because you've let half-baked autonomous software take control of a 2-ton robot on wheels while you play with your genitals. Yes, Tesla autonomous technology. First Tesla autopilot, and then full self-driving. So effective it can't legally be called full self-driving, and responsible for more deaths than a particularly diligent serial killer. You will see FSD-equipped Teslas on public roads with their algorithm unable to distinguish a cyclist from some loose gravel, and attempting to merge into a concrete pillar. But don't worry about the bugs. FSD will be completely ready next year. But that's not the only badly conceived and ill-executed technology that Teslas have. Teslas are equipped with headlights that have the approximate intensity of a collapsing star. They don't so much illuminate the road, they perform unwanted laser eye surgery on unsuspecting oncoming drivers. And of course, who can forget the motorized door latches that will trap you in either a fiery or watery cage of death. Confront a Tesla owner about this, and they'll babble on about how it will be fixed by an over-the-air update. In sum, we shouldn't have a high opinion of people who buy cars from a Nazi who names his children after Wi-Fi passwords.
In conclusion, I would venture to say that Tesla drivers are beginning to, shall we say, go shoulder to shoulder with BMW drivers for the title of the most despised drivers on the road.
And then we have the unnecessarily colossal SUV. I understand the need for space and practicality, and that's why I have got an estate, or I could have gotten a minivan. You don't need, for that effect, a vehicle so obese it generates its own gravitational pull. The SUV driver, you see, often considers their immense vehicle an extension of their own ego. a kind of mobile fortress from which they can look down with disdain upon the peasantry in their sensible little hatchbacks, as if their very existence was a personal affront. SUV drivers will tell you, "I like the high driving position, I need it to see the road ahead." To which one might counterpoint that, yes, you can see the road ahead, but at the same time you can't see basically what's around you or even under you because you're probably parked on top of a primary school student's bicycle. In short, the SUV is the vehicle of choice for the people who want the world to know two things: that they're very important because their car is very large, and that they're so bad at driving that they need a panic room on wheels to protect them from the consequences of their own existence. It's a triumph of marketing over Darwinism, a machine designed as if the posh part of town was as challenging as the Serengeti, and that you need a vehicle this large to successfully crush anything smaller than a medium-sized bungalow. So if I can be brutally honest, and I hope I am being, I think that SUVs are just ugly, overweight manifestations of their owner's grotesque selfishness. And then we have the souped-up boy racer. Yes, there's nothing like the sound of an aftermarket fart cannon. A sound that, for sheer unadulterated irritation, ranks somewhere between a banshee having a root canal and someone with brain damage attempting a rendition of Green Sleeves on a kazoo. These vehicles, often adorned with spoilers the size of picnic tables and neon underglow that would make a fairground owner balk, are driven by individuals who believe that a complete lack of subtlety is the very height of sophistication. They zip, they zoom, they perform daring maneuvers with a skill that would make a stunt driver spit out their coffee, all in the misguided belief that everyone around them is utterly enthralled by their dazzling display, like a peacock, but with less pretty feathers and more with tacky body kits and the smell of burnt clutch. It's like the automotive version of a very obnoxious drag queen, but without any sense of aesthetics. All bluster and noise and showiness. I do think that the defining trait of the boy racer, however, is just the way they drive, which is always like a complete pillock. If they see a traffic light, what do? They speed up. A zebra crossing? Speed. If it's a residential area, overtaking in stupid places. Or if they see a car park, going around in circles doing those silly donuts. I think that the body kits and the garish colours actually do serve a purpose. They're like, fish and frogs that also have bright colours. It's to ward off other creatures. And then we have the white van. It's like a great white shark of both the open road and the clogged up city centre, inasmuch that it's ruthless, prehistoric, and has the brain the size of a dehydrated tomato. You see, the driver of the white van, we'll call him Dave for the sake of brevity and because of course, operates in a different dimension. A dimension where speed limits are merely advice for people not in a hurry, and where the concept of a safe following distance is used as a personal insult to Dave's masculinity. If you're doing motorway speeds, Dave will be right behind you, approximately 3 inches right behind you, nearly kissing your rear bumper. He drives as if not to overtake, but as if he was trying to perform a high-speed colonoscopy. He's so close to you, you can see the rust flakes fly off the van's bodywork in your rearview mirror. Dave believes that because he's on the job, he's been granted a divine mandate by the Department for Transport to ignore the laws of physics. Red lights? Optional. Pavements? You mean handy parking areas. Clearly, those are places reserved for sweaty men with a constantly visible bum crack. Unfortunately, encountering Dave is more or less certain. The best we can do is avoid eye contact, point our car in the other direction, and pray to God he hasn't seen us. So, I trust this has been illuminating. I'm now off to face what Southern Europe can throw at me in terms of motoring morons. Please like, subscribe and share. Thank you. Without us is so much... Where's the key? Fucking wanking pit. It's an automotive version of an obnoxious... It's the automotive version of an obnoxious drag queen, but without any sense of... God, this is going well.